Hi, welcome to Make It with Alice, and today we're going to talk about speaking like a leader, the 5 techniques that you can apply today. That's right, only 5 to upskill your leadership capabilities. All right, let's begin with the first one, active listening. Do you know what active listening really is? It's not listening and waiting to speak or formulating your response as you're listening. No. It's repeating word for word what the person said. What I heard you say today, that it's repeating word for word what the person had said. That's right. Active listening is used by investors, upper management, people who are very good at what they do. They practice active listening all the time. Okay? So we're going to be practicing that in a founders cohort, a pilot program that I put together to teach some of these skills that are practical, applicable, and you can get started right away. So if you're interested, I'm going to be actually sharing a link to give you more information. So just check out the comments below for the link so you can see the application form, okay? We're going to be taking applicants. Next, narrative. Sharing a story. Narrative framing. What is that? Well, a company is made up of people, right? And the person is behind the company. The leader is behind the company. So we need to know who the leader is, what their values are. Why do they even care? Why now? Why is this company important? Not just because there's a market opportunity, but people connect with others, right? Companies are made up of people. So let's keep that in mind. And it's so important what kind of founder story you have. If you check out Make It with Alice, this YouTube channel, you will see my bio, my story, right? It's 2 sentences. Now, if you want to learn more, I can share a little bit more. It doesn't need to be elaborate, full text on your marketing materials. No, it could just be 1 or 2 sentences to know who you are. Next, mirroring, okay? Mirroring technique or mirroring effect is mirroring what the other person is doing, copying essentially what the other person is doing. This is important in negotiations, in the hiring process, when you are speaking to your team. So if your team, or you can actually, if you want them to do certain things, you start setting the tone and the behavior. So if I want you to listen, I'm going to lean in and notice if people are leaning in to listen to you. And if I want to look like I'm present and engaged, and you'll notice people do the same. If I itch my nose, they're going to do the same. Smiling, they'll smile. So mirroring effect is important. So pay attention to your body language, okay? Leaders, check that out. Next is meditation. Meditation, daydreaming, breathing. Take a few breaths before you speak. If your nervous system is all out of whack or all out of sorts, it will be difficult for that person to calm down that you're talking to, okay? Because they will be on edge. You'll see their shoulders go up. You're going to see sometimes, like this, like they bring their hands together. So it's important just really calming down, okay? I'm running out of batteries. You can breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Ideally, if you have a cold, make sure to walk around in your office, get some fresh air, connect with nature, get some sunlight instead of your 5th coffee. The sun activates burning fat cells, and also vitamin D is really good for your immune system. And finally, this is the one thing that every leader forgets: feedback. Ask for feedback. Leadership is not about validation. Leadership is about constructive feedback so that you can improve your skills. At the end of my trials as a communications coach and teacher, where I teach executive communication skills, I ask, how did I do? Can you leave me an honest review so I can improve my instruction? I want to be able to improve. I want to make sure that I was heard and that you applied those skills and that it gave you a benefit. Because this is why you're watching the video. You want to apply the skills and the knowledge, the wisdom, so that you can have essentially a better career, maybe your personal life. It applies also to your personal life. So again, please check out the comments. I will have the application link there available for you. And remember, we end each episode with do the best that you can every day.